For 19 years, one man made greatest of all time a settled argument. Then the 2026 World Cup happened, and 5 different players stepped up to say, "Hold my water bottle." One of them broke his all-time scoring record. One of them was 19 years old and hadn't even been born the last time Argentina won a World Cup. So the question isn't, is Messi still the GOAT? The question is, for the first time in 2 decades, prove it.
Gonna hold me down from the Wild West to the football town. Cowboy, cowboy, kick that ball, cow.
Quick refresher on the rules of this argument. The GOAT debate isn't about who's the best player on a given Tuesday. It's about who owns October. Trophies, records, moments that outlive highlight reels. Messi built a 20-year case file. Cristiano built a rival one. And every 4 years, the World Cup either adds a new exhibit or subtracts one. In 2026, it did both, simultaneously, to the same guy.
From dusty trails to a green pitch slide, he scores in the day and he scores at night. He says, "I don't need no 6-shooter fame."
Let's start with the guy who technically won the argument on paper. French forward, number 10 for his country. 10 goals at this World Cup, which sounds like a video game cheat code until you remember he did the exact same trick in 2022. First player in history to win back-to-back Golden Boots. And somewhere around goal number 22 of his career, he did something nobody in 100 years of World Cup football had done. He passed the all-time leading scorer. Not Pele's guy, not Ronaldo's guy, the literal record. He's 27 years old, and he's already the answer to a trivia question that used to belong to legends twice his age.
Tonight, cowboy.
Now here's where it gets uncomfortable for the Messi is done crowd. 8 goals, runner-up scorer, dragged Argentina, a team that was, let's be honest, riding largely on his back, all the way to the final. That's not a farewell tour. That's a heist that almost worked. Argentina lost 1-0. 1 goal in a World Cup final, at an age where most legends are doing punditry, not penalty boxes. He didn't win it, but he made you nervous the entire way. Plot twist nobody saw coming. The actual final boss of this tournament wasn't a striker. He was a 19-year-old center back who looks like he should be studying for exams, not shutting down attacking lines that cost a combined $500 million. Spain conceded one goal in 8 matches. Best defensive record in World Cup history. And in the semi-final, this teenager went toe-to-toe with the tournament's Golden Boot winner and made him look human. Best Young Player award wasn't even close.
In Italy, Calcio, kicking it clean. In USA Soccer, chasing the dream.
Meanwhile in England, a midfielder decided goal-scoring records were a striker problem and solved it anyway. 7 goals from midfield, tying the all-time record for a midfielder at a single World Cup. England rode that all the way to a semi-final finish. Their best World Cup result since 1966, which, if you know English football fans, is a sentence they've been waiting 60 years to say without irony. And then there's the guy who didn't even need a supporting cast. 7 goals in 5 games for a country that had never, not once in its entire history, made it to a World Cup quarterfinal. Norway showed up to their first ever World Cup knockout run of significance and immediately produced one of the tournament's top scorers. That's not a breakout. That's a one-man invasion. So, can anyone beat Messi? Here's the uncomfortable truth for anyone wanting a clean answer. Mbappe now owns the record book. Cubarsí might own the next decade. Bellingham and Haaland just served notice that the next GOAT conversation won't even involve a striker exclusively. But Messi, at 38 in what may have been his final World Cup, still walked into a final. Still made grown men in blue and white believe. The torch isn't being passed. It's being fought over. And honestly, that's a better story than a coronation.
loud in the rain. It's pain, it's football, passion in their veins. In Italy, Calcio.
Drop your verdict in the comments. Is this the start of the post-Messi era, or did the GOAT just get one more argument to add to the file? Like this if you think the debate isn't over. Subscribe if you want to be here for whoever wins it in 2030.
Can't print the words, but we all understand. One ball rolling across every land. It all means soccer. It all means football. Just different names for the world's big ball. Football, Calcio, soccer, footy, football, Calcio, soccer. One game, one world, let it play. Football brings us all